Well, good evening, gang, and welcome to It's All About Arts. My name is Glenn Williams, and I'm your host. And to my right and to your left, of course, is the lovely Suzanne Schultz. Hello, Suzanne. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Very well, thank you. And I want to tell everybody that we're coming to you live from our beautiful studios here at BNN TV. And you're more than welcome to join us if you'd like. We're at 617-708-3290. Dave and the great staff of BNN are in the other room answering the phone. So if you'd like to join us, give us a call. Tell us what's going on artfully in your neck of the woods. What's going on? How are you, Suzanne?
Beautiful day today.
Unbelievable weekend, and it's finally outdoor things to do.
Exactly.
The super producer Janice and the fabulous Rebecca had me setting up the raised gardens out in back. We got our 25 bags of loom from Lowe's and lugged them all around.
Everybody's so excited in May, and then
Yes.
come July and the weeds, nobody's excited anymore.
But I love this time. I love the fall and the spring, just because it's just so new and things are cool, and it's just such a nice thing. And at school, we're able to we're spilling out now into our patio area. If you see up close, I'm covered with paint today. We've been painting our great friends over at Sacred Heart. We did paper mache for the last 2 weeks, and now we're painting them.
Do you know I won an award in the 5th grade? I had the best paper mache project. It was a giant saber-toothed tiger.
Awesome.
Yes. Number 1, best in show.
Congratulations.
Yeah, 5th grade.
Was that your initial voyage into the great world of arts?
Well, that was my swan song in terms of creating it, but yes.
Well, that's great.
Yes.
We're doing things like I got a mannequin that the 8th grade has paper mache a dress. They've designed a dress to it, and there's some chairs and the balloons, of course, for the little guys. You know, they're all doing. They love to pop it, and listen to it, the air come out of it, and it's been an experience. It's been a lot of fun.
Very nice.
And so it's been painting. This week's all painting.
Well, that's
so
exciting.
if you see me picking, it's primary colors only, gang. We only work in primary colors.
So speaking of creating, we had a show at Fisher College yesterday.
Oh, talk to me. How was it?
It was amazing. It was a student fashion show. So all the graduating seniors were showing their designs. It was really exciting.
Did you don any outfits, or
I wasn't asked to model, shocking, but it's really exciting to see the young kids and all their great ideas, and it was put together really well. It was well attended.
That's
and
great.
Rondi Sue had her artwork there.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Old friend Rondi.
Yeah.
How's her daughter doing?
Oh, she's coming back for the summer.
Is she?
Yeah.
She's going to come back with us?
She's going to come
I'm
back
excited.
and spend the summer here with us at BNN.
That's excellent.
Yes. So she's been, she had her first year in college, and she's coming back. And
she'll have all kinds of cool stories to tell.
Yeah.
That mom will have to keep in the other room when she tells us those freshman stories.
Exactly. Yes. Soundproof room.
Coming up very, very soon, the Farmers Market, Great Farmers Market down in Rosendale Square is starting up, and I have just been booked to perform at the end of August, the last day of August. My band's going to roll out there in the middle of all of the chaos and madness down there, and we're going to play for 2 hours.
That's exciting.
Very excited about that. The CDs for the Monkees thing hasn't showed up yet.
Uh-oh. When was it supposed to arrive?
No, everything's out, everything's put together. We're just waiting for things to be delivered.
Yeah, well, all the farmers markets and all the markets are, it's that time of year. This weekend coming up in South End is the first artist open studios.
That's great.
Yeah, so it'll be first Fridays on Friday.
It's going to be a madhouse.
It's going to be a madhouse.
Yeah, that's great.
And then open studios on Sunday.
And what are you going to do for it? Have you gotten yourself nooched in yet, or is there anything you're going to do?
Yeah, I am having an opening on Friday night for Alan Bunker. He is a painter from Maine. And then on Sunday, we're going to have another event. He's going to do a gallery talk, and we're going to have a brunch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which will be fun. And also this week in town, we have Stephanie Powers in town. Remember Heart to Heart?
I do.
Yeah, Stephanie Powers is in town, and she's going to be at the Cutler Majestic Theater. She's in a play called Looped, which is about Tallulah Bankhead.
Cool.
The actress. And
Very cool.
It's supposed to be a comedy, and it's going to be great. So I would encourage everybody to get tickets to see that. I think it's going to be wonderful.
Well, that sounds exciting. I do have to shout out to, I think it's Kirsten and Dwayne in Portland, Oregon, who have been tuning in and enjoying the show. How do they do that, you ask? I'll tell you. You can get live streaming from this program all over the world. If you go to www.bnntv.org, you can get the live version of this show. It plays and runs on there on a regular basis. And if you miss the show, you can always go to YouTube. We have all of our programs now being posted up there on YouTube on It's All About Arts 1. Somebody else snared the original It's All About Arts, but we got It's All About Arts 1. So all of our programs, including tonight's fabulous program, you can check that out anytime you want at that YouTube address. We're very excited about it.
Yeah, that's great.
How did last week were you at the Liberty?
I was at the Liberty.
How did that go?
It went great. It was Alan Bunker. Alan Bunker is all over the place.
You're moving him around.
Moving him around, and it was interesting. Alan is from Maine, and they had and now I can't think of the name of the college, Bowdoin College, a little senior moment there. Bowdoin College was having a reunion set up right next to us, so it was really cool. So you had all these people who went to school in Maine, and then you had this painter from Maine, so that was a lot of fun.
That's great.
And the Liberty Hotel always does a
How
great job.
How often are you going to be doing a show there? Is it monthly, weekly? It's almost weekly, is it?
Yeah, our next show is we're going to be there May 7th, May 28th, and June 4th.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It is open to any artist who wants to apply.
Ooh.
Yes. So.
Is it juried in?
They asked for, they asked to see.
Well, can I throw my stuff in there?
You know, you can put your stuff in there because you're an amazing painter. It'd be great to.
Fishing again, there I go.
Yeah, actually.
I'm not sure. How do people get into the shows? How do people get into your shows? That's a good question, I think, that we should talk a little bit about. Canvas Fine Arts is a great organization, company. It's actually a promotion company for artists here in the Boston, New England, East Coast, London, South America, Spain. You guys all over the place. Let's say there's an artist out there who's really interested in getting into the Liberty or getting into some of these fabulous shows, or having you and Andrew come by and interview them in their gallery. How does somebody go about getting that kind of thing done?
Well, I mean, it's an interesting process. You know, as we're evolving as a company, you know, we make changes every day on how we do business. You know, we try to serve our clients better and better. And you're trying to define exactly who we are. And, you know, trying to define who I am, I realize it's not about who I am, it's about who the artist is and who I need to be for that particular person. So once I realized that, everything changed.
You don't make it easy on yourself.
No.
How do you keep track?
I know. We strive to be the best.
Well, you're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, we're always trying to come up with new ways to serve our clients in terms of, you know, I used to have one sort of set contract for people. And then I realized, you know, this guy who's been doing it for 20 years might not need the same thing that this person.
As much hand-holding as maybe somebody else
just
might.
starting out.
Yeah,
so, you know, now instead of working so hard and trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do, it's better to figure out what they need from me and respond to that. You know, so we've become
so you're kind of customizing the approach to publicizing or promoting an artist by what their needs are, what their stable of work is,
right,
and where the work would look best, and things like that, right?
Yeah, and I think coming to this conclusion, I've been doing a lot of speaking, and I just spoke at the Cambridge Arts Association.
Yes, that was a big success for you. That was a nice coup for you.
That was nice, yeah.
Go in there to talk for 10 or 15 minutes, and they won't let you go.
Yeah, and Providence Arts Club, and you know, just speaking to the artists and then hearing what they have to say and what they're actually looking for, and you know, some artists really aren't looking, you know, and for me, I guess, speaking to them to try to help them, I ask them to define what they want. You know, I think a lot of artists don't come up with a business plan. Right. You know, there are some artists who want to ultimately end up in a museum. There are some who want to be more commercial. There are some who don't want alternative space. There are some who don't care that much about galleries. Some people care about press and notoriety. Others just want to sell. So by me speaking to them and asking them to define themselves, it helped me realize too that, I need to find out exactly what path they need to go on, because
Right.
you can't be all over the place.
No. Are you finding that the spectrum of what artists are looking for ranges from the postcards and prints, which I'm not belittling that, but that's kind of like the lower end of things, and right up to the Joanne Rossman walls and stuff like that. I mean, are you finding that people are...
Well, the prints, I don't think prints are on the low end. I think actually prints could actually ultimately make an artist, a lot of money, and they could have a really good career if you get Crate and Barrel to buy your prints, or you get...
That's what I didn't mean to make it sound like that was the lower end, but if you get an artist and now you're doing this initial intake interview and they're going, well, it's okay, I don't mind if you just kind of get my stuff in the Rosnell Open Studios and Jamaica Plain Open Studios, that'd be kind of nice and stuff like that. But you look at the work and say, well, let's strive a little further for this. Let's see if we can't get you into the Liberty, or maybe do a solo show at one of these restaurants someplace.
Well, what happens with my venues and my artists, the artists have a certain level of talent and their work is of a certain caliber, and they may not be showing in places, that equate to what they're doing. So now you put them in a Neiman Marcus or a Liberty Hotel, and it automatically elevates the work that they're doing,
That's great.
And it's just perception, from the public. If you see Neiman Marcus next to, this artist's name, all of a sudden you think differently about it. It's the same work you might have seen at a coffee shop last week, but it definitely gives them a little bit of a step up.
I'm definitely the Starbucks kind of guy myself.
Starbucks is a great place to show work.
We hung in Watertown for the longest time, and more stuff moved out of there, originals, than I was, I was so shocked. Janice and I hung a group show, and bang, things were flying out of there.
6% of the population goes to art galleries. I'm trying to get to the 94%.
Those are the ones.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, that's exciting. That's
Yeah.
94% of the population
Right.
out there that actually have things on their walls, but they're not necessarily comfortable going to galleries.
Right.
And a lot of the art that has been, we just sold a piece out of 29 Newbury to a guy who was up here from Palm Beach. So we have artwork going to Florida, we have it going to Spain, we have it going to London. These are people coming to visit Boston that may never walk into a gallery, but they're going to all these different establishments in the Boston area, and they see something they like, so we ship it out.
Now, when you say London and you say Spain and stuff like that, are they going to hang in venues there, or are there clients there who are interested in artwork
Both.
that is here?
Both.
Both.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's great.
You can hang my stuff at the Lou anytime you want.
Yeah, well, we'll talk after the show. I actually I might have a show for you.
That's what I like to hear.
Yes.
We have a great show tonight.
We do.
I am
yes.
very, very excited. Fia James is in the studio.
Yep, Fia James is here.
And she is a up-and-coming singer-songwriter. We're going to get a chance to meet and talk with her, and then she's going to perform. I got to hear a little bit of the sound check and stuff. She's very, very good.
Yes.
Where did we find her?
Well,
You booked this guest?
I booked this guest, and she's been working really closely with Andrew Swain, and they're doing a lot of, Andrew's amazing. And,
I hope he's doing a video for her.
They've done several videos, but
good.
they actually just did, like a real music video. And he's working on the edit right now, so we'll have that to show probably in a few weeks.
I'd love to show it, yeah.
Yes.
That'd be great. So it's canvasfinearts.com.
Yes.
How old is Canvas Fine Arts now?
Canvas Fine Arts was founded in 2007, so we are 6 years old.
That's great.
Yes.
And how long have you been here on BNN?
Forever.
Seems like it, doesn't it?
Remember the first time I was a guest?
Yes.
Yeah.
She sat here and didn't do anything. She sat here. She was so nervous. I've got the show at home. I'll show it to you.
Yeah, no.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, it's been really fun, and I really appreciate the opportunity. I've met so many great people and seen so many great artists.
Yeah.
And talented
This really
musicians.
is. I can't tell you. Every single Monday, I learn something new here because with all the fabulous guests we've had several different co-hosts as we've gone through our blessed time here at BNN. And every one of them brought something new and something exciting to the table. And you and Andrew have brought that whole looking at the outside, bringing the gallery, the actual live gallery stuff into the studio, and fabulous guests and stuff. So it's been a great experience for all of us.
Yeah, we're doing some great interviews. We just were at All Asia, and we're trying to get, the behind the scenes, from the booking agents and the people who actually bring these great talent, to the stage, what's involved in
All
that.
Asia's a good one because they have several different kinds of shows there. They have a show where they let the artist take the room and kind of do what they want to do with it, but then they also have their stable of musicians that they bring in to play, and that's really, really nice. So
Yeah, All Asia's great. It's been there for a long time. It has a great reputation. So we're hitting a lot of those venues in Boston just to find out who the players are, what it takes to get in there, hearing a little bit of the backstory, because we always see the performers on stage, but we don't really understand what it takes to get there.
Right. That's one of the things the super producer realized when we got married many, many years ago. It's 29 years this month. Next month.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You guys just had birthdays, now an anniversary.
Oh, we have it all. We
done
bundle it
in
up
like a
and
little...
tell everybody about it. There's no secrets. But what we did is what she realized, she goes, well, yeah, you got a gig tonight. Yeah, you're playing from 9 to midnight. Yeah. I says, yeah, well, that means 7 till 2:30.
Right.
So don't come with me in the same car because it's not going to be, early night for you. So, but there is so much more that goes into putting these performances on, especially places like All Asia or TT the Bears or any of those great venues in Cambridge and Boston, which there aren't enough of anymore.
Right.
Very depressing that way. But
Well, things are changing. I know they're trying to get new licensing on Newbury Street so the restaurants can have live
I'd
music.
love to have some live music on Newbury Street.
Yeah,
That'd be
so they're
great.
actively working on that with the mayor's office, so that's pretty exciting.
You'll be glad to know that I've booked every Wednesday from now till November in the studio. It's mine to go in and do
Oh, great.
what I want to do. Yeah, we're putting another thing together, Tim and I. We haven't recorded together as Casey Williams in a long time, and we're doing it.
I don't know when you sleep.
Sound asleep as we speak.
Oh, yes. Most
Yes.
people, when they're talking to me, are. So.
I do want to take a couple of seconds before we get to Faye and talk just a little bit about how proud I am of our affiliation with the Boston Main Streets program. Boston Main Streets is an organization that helps revitalize business districts around the city, and what they do is they help the property owners get the right kind of business down in their vacant storefronts. They help the businesses once they get in there to look the way they should. And then they run events and stuff, bring people down to the business districts so that they can discover the cool things that are down there in those business districts. There's about 19 of them around the city. So we would like to thank them for all their support. They've been a great support of ours. We really appreciate everything that they do for this program and for BNN and for the city of Boston. So if you see an event going on someplace and someone has a Main Streets jacket on, thank them because they're volunteers. They do it because they love their neighborhood. So make sure you thank them for all of the work that they do. I also want to take a quick second to talk about this fabulous building that we're in, BNN TV. It's an opportunity for you to get in here and do some, you sit there and say, that guy and Suzanne and Glenn, they sit there doing that. You can do it too. If you have a nonprofit that you're interested in getting on here and talk a little bit about your mission statement, talk a little bit, bring some guests in that can talk about the things that you do for your community, this is the place to do it. Also, if you just want to do some TV, let's say you just say, I want to learn how to use these great cameras and learn to do the studio and go out and do some live shooting and the sound and the lighting and all of that cool thing, this is the place to come and do it. It's www.bnntv.org. Click on Janice Williams. She's the members coordinator here. Give her a shout. Let her know what your interest is and what you'd like to do here at BNN, and get in here and do it. For a nominal fee, you can get in here and learn how to do all this stuff too. So www.bnntv.org. Anything coming up I need to know about?
Just this weekend. Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody should come out first Friday,
First Friday. Give me the hours.
5:30 to 8, 433 Harrison Ave.
Will there be tea? Little tastes. Will there be anything to?
There'll be wine. I don't know about tea.
And finger sandwiches.
Yeah, there'll be, amazing food, of course.
Yes,
And
there
then
always is.
Sunday at 1 o'clock, same address.
Yeah.
There'll be brunch. There'll be my famous spinach pie. So, and
That's,
mimosas.
that's reason enough, gang, to come, is Suzanne's famous spinach pie.
Yes, it's infamous,
Well, thanks, kiddo.
as I am.
You know something? We gotta get to Faye.
Fia.
Fia.
Fia James.
Why do I
yes.
call her Faye? Fia.
Fia.
Fia James.
Yes.
And
we must.
you're gonna come back at the end? Stick
Yes,
around?
absolutely.
All right, listen, gang, you're watching BNN TV's It's All About Arts. My name's Glenn Williams, and of course, to my right is Suzanne Schultz. We're going to take a quick break here, and then we'll be back, and we'll be meeting a fabulous singer-songwriter young lady. You're really going to enjoy this. So listen, hang in there, gang. You are watching BNN TV's It's All About Arts. We'll be back in just a minute. Please do not go away. You're not going to want to miss this. Thank you.
Comes a time when everybody needs to be with someone. Well, now's the time when I have realized you're that someone. How could I have been so blind when you have been there all this time? I need you, I want you. Can I have you by my side? 'Cause I love you and I want you. Can I have you by my side? How could I have been so blind when you have been there all this time? I need you, I want you. Can I have you by my side? 'Cause I love you and I want you. Can I have you by my side? Yeah, yeah. Now every now and then I get the feeling that you don't want me. But then I take a real close look at all the things that you've done for me. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Now how could I have been so blind when you have been there all this time? I need you, I want you. Can I have you by my side? 'Cause I love you. And I want
Well, thank you very much for hanging in there, gang. My name's Glenn Williams. You're watching BNN TV's It's All About Arts. Thank you very much for hanging in there and staying with us. Remember, if you feel like joining us, you can give us a call at 617-708-3290. And right now, it's my great pleasure and honor to introduce you to Fia James. Hello, how are you?
Hi, good, how are you?
Good, welcome to the studio. Thanks for coming in tonight.
Thank you for having me.
No,
awesome.
did you find us okay?
Yeah, like we hit some traffic, but you know.
Where do you have
it
to
was
come
good.
in from? Where are you from?
I'm from Marblehead.
Marblehead.
So, yeah, way out.
Well,
near the
thank you for
ocean.
thanks for making the jaunt down to come down
Oh,
and
yeah, of
spend some
course.
time with us. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
You are it's called a singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
And you play the guitar. How long have you been doing this? Fia?
I've been playing guitar for about 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've been singing mostly my life.
Yeah.
You know, on and off plays and musicals, things like that.
So you've been doing it through school too. You've been doing some plays and some glee club stuff and what have you. That's great. Singing, you kids when you start, you just start singing, right away.
Yeah.
When did you think of putting the both together?
I thought about this, I'm guessing last year. I was on YouTube and I was like looking at all these amazing singers and they have like 3 million hits.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I really, if this is what I want to do, I have to start doing it right now.
Yeah.
And so I went upstairs to talk to my mom and I was like, Mom, okay, let's do it. I'm ready.
That's great, and she's very supportive.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Yes, I can tell. It's great to have that kind of family support because
Yeah, definitely.
it's scary.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You're putting yourself out there, especially the songwriting part, because it's songwriting for me, anyways. It's such a personal thing. It's something because it's a piece of you that's you're kind of telling a little story about yourself, and that's hard sometimes to put that out there.
Yeah, sharing it.
Yeah. What is your writing style? I mean, are you sitting there watching Friends and just banging on the guitar and something comes to you?
It's different sometimes. Sometimes something happens to me, and I'm like, okay, I have to write a song about that. Or something happens to my friends. But I just wrote a song called All a Blur that had nothing to do with my life at all. I just made a story up in my head, and I was like, wait, this could be a good song. So
That's great.
I put it into a little song. So yeah.
You may think it has nothing to do with your life. There's going to be something that's going to come up.
Come back.
Oh yeah, now I get it. How about gigging? Are you out playing around and doing some shows?
Yeah, I just started really. Actually, last week I had like three gigs.
Really?
Yeah, Monday I was at the Landing in Marblehead, and we played for the opening of the Marblehead Teen Center, which is an awesome place for teens.
That's great.
And it's just opening up. It took a long time for them to
great.
open. And then I did another one for them. I think it was Friday. And then Saturday, I did a gig in Manchester at the Landing, and that was to raise money for the Boston Marathon victims. So.
Thank you for that. That's great. When you say we, is there a band too? Is there a group of cats around you?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of working on who I can have in my band. I'm starting out with a boy named Billy Rodriguez, who's amazing. He's like one of the best pianists I've ever heard. He's awesome. But that's all I have for right now. And we go to gigs together and we play. And we actually just started practicing about like 2 weeks ago. So,
is he a songwriter too?
No, he doesn't compose. But he's very talented and easy to work with. So it's awesome.
That's good. Because often when you're playing with a group of other musicians and you're the songwriter.
Yeah.
There's everyone wants to put in their little help and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I know scores of people that show up with the guitar, play the chords, sing the song, and let people add to what they want.
Yeah.
How much of the song do you hear? I mean, the bass line, how you want the rhythm to go, how you want the harmonies to be.
I usually think about it when I'm writing the song, and then sometimes I forget about it.
Yeah.
So I have to write it down. But I go to my guitar teacher to record sometimes.
Excellent.
And he really helps me out with like the harmonies. I do my own harmonies. I think if like, ooh, I want a bass in that part or any drums. I usually, it just kind of hits me when I actually hear the song. So yeah, that's how I
That's good.
usually do it.
That's good. So that's kind of like your studio experience now with your guitar teacher. Who's your guitar teacher?
Yeah, Mike McMahon.
Mike McMahon. Is
Yeah.
he up in Marblehead too?
Yeah, he's right on the border of Marblehead and Swampscott, and he's the most like he's a great guitarist. He's been in a lot of bands.
Well, Mike, if you're out there,
Yeah.
thank you. Job well done. If he's watching.
Yeah.
You're still in school? Where do you go to school?
I go to Marblehead High
You
School.
go to Marblehead High.
Yeah.
Is this something that you want to pursue? Is Berkeley in your future? Is there something like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I've always, now that I'm really starting, I want to pursue it and I want to perfect it. And so now we're going on college tours, and it's really hitting me. And I just looked at Bennington and up in Vermont, which is like a very art school.
Very great school.
It is, and I'm looking at Berkeley, Emerson, Roger Williams. They have a good music program.
What's the music program like at Marblehead High?
It's great. It's probably one of the strongest music programs in a high school. They have so many clubs for every type of music, type. They have a cappella groups. I sadly didn't make it into that one, but yeah.
Where's my phone?
That's always a story I have to tell.
You don't have to tell that story.
No, I can't. But yeah.
But there's ensemble work for you to do. There's
Yeah.
there's other musicians to sit with in,
Oh, yeah.
in the academic atmosphere with a teacher that can help you out besides your private teacher. That's great.
Yeah, it's awesome. So sometimes me and Billy and I go downstairs and we
Is
go.
Billy in school too?
Yeah, Billy's
Okay.
in my grade. We're both
Okay.
juniors, and we both go down into the piano room and we just jam out. And we do. Sometimes we do rehearsals down there
Yeah,
during
no.
study, but yeah, that's usually what we do. And there's a bunch of kids down there
great.
playing and
Now,
stuff.
besides the videos, is there anything coming up as far as an EP or some Facebook Reverb Nation stuff? Or
Yeah, hopefully.
iTunes?
Yeah, we just got done recording my first music video, which is I was so
Isn't
excited.
Andrew great?
Yeah,
He's so much fun to work
awesome.
with, isn't
and
he?
sang too. It was
Yeah.
it was so professionally done. It
He
was
knows
great.
his stuff. You're
Yeah,
going to be very
they both
happy.
do. Yeah, definitely. And I had a bunch of my friends in it, and it was just great. It was fun, and I could see myself doing it for
Good.
a long time.
Good. I'm so happy. That's good. Well, Fia, that's awesome. It's very, very cool. You know what we're going to do is we're going to take a short break.
Okay.
Because I want you to play.
All right.
All right? So listen, gang. Sit back and relax. You're watching BNN TV's It's All About Arts. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to get Fia all set up here, and she's going to perform for you. So listen, don't go away. This is very, very big and very, very cool. You're going to like it a whole bunch. Yeah, get used to that, will you? We'll be back in just a couple of minutes, folks. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Different view, dream come true. Bolts of lightning from the blue.
welcome back, gang. Thanks an awful lot for hanging in there with us. My name's Glenn. You are watching It's All About Arts. And right now, it's my great pleasure to turn this program over to Fia James. Fia James, just sit back, relax. You're going to enjoy this. Have fun.
Thank you. So this first song is called All a Blur, and it's an original. And I really didn't plan on writing this. It's just a story that I kind of made up in my head, so I hope you like it. It's hard not to act yourself around him. Try to be as perfect as she. And everyone thought you were a sin. But he told you he was free. Free from her, but it's all a blur. You didn't want to stay, but you did it anyway. Oh, the time is really ticking. Debating whether you want to tell. But then he flashes his devious grin, and you go back to picturing. He said he's free from her, but it's all just a blur. You didn't want to stay, but you stayed there anyway. Oh, well, do you feel upset? Everybody knows you don't know what to do, and all you really feel is used. But she's free from him, now lifting up her chin. Won't ever go back to something stupid like that. Something stupid like that. Okay, so this next song I'm going to do is called Be Free, and it's also an original, and it's just about growing up and what's going to happen when you leave your hometown, and who you need to stick to who you are still. So this is Be Free. As we grow up, lots of things will change. You figure out your friends will walk away. Memories of the old days still fresh in my mind. I'll go along with it, but I'm not fine.
So I'll wait to say, well, you're still a little girl, and no one knows about this crazy world. You sit up to watch the stars, but girl, you don't know who you are, and everyone thinks you're a mess. But honey, have you seen their dresses? Don't listen to them. We walk around this town praying something will pop out. You wanna be with your friends, but they're all locked up in their dens. Oh, well, I'm still a little girl, and no one knows about this crazy world. You sit up to watch the stars, but girl, you don't know who you are, and everyone thinks you're a mess. But honey, have you seen their dresses? Don't listen to them. Be free, just breathe. B-E-F-R-E-E. You go ahead, you be free. So now this is going to be, I think, my last song. This is the song that I just recorded my music video for, and I love the song. It's kind of like a roast to this guy that just invited me to prom like a week before when I was a little freshman. And so I was like, like, how can I get back at him? So I wrote a song. And I hope you like it. And look it up on my YouTube channel at fiajames.com. Or Fia James on YouTube. Okay, so here we go. You disinvited me to prom and said you're moving on. Oh, the luck I have for guys like you is so very sad. You didn't make me laugh or even make me smile. Instead, you wanted my best friend, so I guess it's okay then. 'Cause I know I can do much better than you. You act like a girl and say that everything matters. Well, you're just like my sister who's 6 on a rainy day. You ran your mouth around school and you thought that was cool. But I just wanna say, hey, I'm the bigger one. 'Cause I know I can do much better than you. And you knew all the wrong things to say. And you knew that you hurt me anyway. Well, you disinvited me to prom. I hope you had your fun. 'Cause I just sat in bed all night writing you this song. 'Cause I know I can do much better than you. And I think that's it. So thank you for having me.
When I look into your eyes, see your mother's smile. I can see the moon and stars up in the sky. I can see beyond the blue. And I can see your dreams come true. When I look into your eyes, I can see the sands of time. I can see the hopes and dreams and all your fears, though they're sometimes filled with clouds. Your eyes have always done me proud. No one told you, bought and sold you this way before. I'll console you, help to mold you. Your confidence we will restore. When I look into your eyes, I gotta say that sometimes I can see the whole world looking back at me through you. And as long as this will be, you'll always be the best to me. No one told you, bought and sold you this way before. I'll console.
Welcome back, gang. That was great. I hope you really enjoyed that. It's always nice to have young, beautiful talent in the studio, and it's great. We're going to spend another couple of minutes with Fia. Thank you. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Did you enjoy that?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
different playing when there's nobody.
I know. It's very different in front of cameras instead of people, but
Yeah.
I like it.
No one watches this show anyway, so don't worry about it. You know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Since we have a couple more seconds to spend time with each other, let's talk a little bit about that writing process, because I write too, and it's really interesting to me. And I know there's a lot of other students and people in the Boston area that are watching that are writers as well. Do you labor over over the words, or do you labor over the melody?
I probably do about the same. For making a song, I actually do the chords first.
Yeah.
And then I follow up with a lyric. But you know, sometimes I just write poems, and it's really hard for me to put a poem into a song.
That's the most difficult
Yeah.
thing to do. People talk about, well, here, I got this great poem. Can you
Yeah.
turn it into a song? And you go,
It's like,
well,
it's so hard.
I
Like,
got to
you can't
take
do
this
it.
word out, add this word so that it fits, and
Yeah.
it just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, so I mean, I do it differently each time, and I just do the chords first, and
Yeah, yeah. Is it something that you're structured? I'm not going to talk about your life, but is your schedule enough where you can say, all right, I've gotten past the MCAS, so I have time now. I can sit. I can't believe I said that. And now I have time where I don't have anything to do Thursday afternoon. I'm going to sit in my room or my little studio, and I'm going to work on those 3 songs that still need work.
yeah, I do that. I practice every day. It's hard though, you know, because it's very busy when you're a junior, especially. And
Well, there's prom coming up. There's all kinds of stuff. Come on, I'm a daughter too, you know. I know what's going on, and then there's that whole, you know, your senior year is going to be like this.
Yeah, I know.
And then so that whole thought of college is now, you
Yeah.
know, and you're adding what a lot of kids, younger citizens aren't doing. You're adding a career to that whole thing. So the singing and the songwriting especially. I mean, the singing is natural.
Right, right.
And the guitar work is going to be great. It's just the writing part.
yeah.
Is it laborious? I mean, there's that famous phrase, writer's cramp, but you know.
I mean, I usually can't really just go home and be like, okay, I'm writing a song today. Like something has to happen.
You're a struck by lightning person. Yeah. I dig that. I understand that totally. I get frustrated with some of my musician friends who say, yeah, well, I'm going to go home and write this song, and then 2 days later they come back with this unbelievable song.
Yeah, I wish I had that. I mean, I wish I had that. I was just thinking of something, but then it left my brain. But yeah, I mean, sometimes when I go home and nobody's home, I like doing it when nobody's home, and I do it right in front of the mirror, so I can teach myself like how do I perform. And I mean, sometimes I can do it. Sometimes if I stick my mind to it, I'm like, okay, I'm writing a song today. But then again, it doesn't turn out, you know, as well as I thought it would.
Do you have to remember the emotion?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, if it's that friend who did you wrong, or that puppy that got away, or whatever it is. No, these are the things that people write about. They don't say the puppy got away, but that emotion and that feeling is still there.
Right.
You know, and so to be able to write about that, you have to be able to bring that back to the head.
Yeah, exactly.
And have you had a song yet where, oh my goodness, I just wrote this whole song?
Yeah, I wrote a song.
How cool is that?
I know, it's awesome. I wrote a song for my best friend, McKenna, and you know, she went through a lot of trouble with her. I don't know how to call them, but they were on and off together, and she was having trouble. And you know, I was like, you know, I'm gonna make her feel better. I'm gonna write her a song.
It's a great tool, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I want to thank you so much for coming in and being with us. You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you.
Where's the video now? Where can people go see the video?
Well, we can see it on Fia James Music on YouTube, and also I have a Facebook page called Fia James Music.
I was there today.
Yeah.
Yes,
awesome.
Everyone should be fans of that page.
Yeah.
Fia, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much.
And I mean that. You're welcome back anytime. Maybe we'll get you and the keyboard player in here some night.
Yeah, definitely.
Do something, some more music.
Yeah.
Well, listen, gang, thanks an awful lot for being here with us tonight. It's beautiful weather out. It's time to get outside and do some gardening, as we call it in Rosendale, gardening. You are watching It's All About Arts. Thank you an awful lot for spending some time with us. Get out and do something artful for yourself, gang. Get out to the South End this weekend is the place to be. First Friday down in the South End, Harrison Ave area. And like I like to say every week, please keep in the forefront of your minds our mothers, fathers, sons and daughters, aunts and uncles, nieces and nephews on foreign soil. Please get out, do something artful, do it for them. It'll be a cool thing to do. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye now.